Okay, as you can see, whenever I move this, it follows. It sticks to the wall. Yours will look like this. Just give me a second. Stop lagging. Yours will look like that. It will not follow the all you see is the camera moving but not the actual view. So what you do to do that is you right click on perspective and go to cameras, camera 1. As you can see now it moves, but we want to see actually where the background is. So if we right click on smooth highlights, go down to viewport background and show background, now it follows. Okay, if you want to create shadows to make it look more realistic, you go to the create tab and then geometry. You then create a plane behind the text and line it up, as you can see there. Make sure that the text is in line or above the points, so it will look exactly on, it will look as if it's attached to the wall. After you've selected the plane and you've got it in the position you want, you click M on your keyboard and it will come up with this. You select one of the circles and it should be it should say standard here. If you click on that and choose matte/shadow and click OK, it will come up with this. You drag it onto the plane and it will become see-through. The next thing you do after this is add a light. You select the light and where you want it to go. You can add you have the shadows on, and it's an omni light. So you get an omni light by selecting, when this stops lagging, click on the light panel, standard lights, omni, and then you select where you want it to go. But I already have one, so I don't need to. The next thing you do is your render setup. You right click, you click on rendering on the top bar, click render setup, and the width and height will be changed, so you need to change that back to the original clip width and height. So if you already know that, then put it in, but go back and check if you do not know which one it is. You have it as a range, or you can have an active segment, which is the whole clip. I'm going to do range because I know what part of the clip I want. You go down to render output next and click on files. You then save type as a PNG image file and you click save. But before we render it, we need to get the background sorted out, so we need to go to click 8 on your keyboard and have the use map unchecked and change the color to white. If you want to make the text or object look even more realistic, you can apply motion blur to the text. This can be done by right clicking on the object or text and clicking object properties, then enable on the object motion blur, which is at the bottom right, and then click OK. Then render setup again and click render. Okay, after that is rendered, we're going to go into After Effects. I have added a light to this to make it look, just give it a nice feel, but it will come, you need to add in your original clip first, and then double click on your project to and then find the place where you have your image sequence. Then click on the first one and make sure it's set as a PNG sequence in false alphabetical order. Then click open. It will then open up the whole sequence in one long file, so you can drag it on top of the clip. What you may experience is the objects or text not actually lining up properly, or may not be as long as your original clip. So what you do for that is you right click on the PNG sequence in your project folder and click on interpret footage, then go on main and assume this frame rate you change to 59.94. Now, as you can see, it sticks to the wall like this. Now, if you want to make it realistic, you can add some effects to it. I have added a tint just to get it sort of the same colour. The shadows that I had on didn't work as well as I would have liked, as I was working to a time limit. So you can also add curves to this. You can do this by going to Effects, Colour Correction and Curves, and then add in a basic colour curve. But you can spend more time on that if you want. Right, I think that's it. So thank you for watching, and comment, rate and subscribe. Thank you.